Hello guys, this is Nick from HF Survival School. Thank you very much for joining me. First of all, I want to apologize if you hear some noises because the right side ridge of these woods is in about 2 or 3 kilometers, and they are making a road to the village which is about in 10 kilometers that way, and they are making a road. So sorry if you hear some tractor and some machine noises. So as you see, me and Max are back in the woods, out in the mountains. Today we will be doing some real bushcraft breakfast. I will try to look for some wild edibles. It is the dried saddle fungus season now, and I also know a few plants which, if we will be lucky and we will find, it will be very good. So let's get started. So here is a perfect example of dried saddle, and as you see, it is a little bit old, but I'm sure it will be okay because it is still quite soft. And when you are looking for this fungus, you want to make sure that it is not hard, because hard fungus is almost impossible to digest, and it is not that good to eat. It has got that kind of rubbery feel to it. So this should work good. Here, as you see, here is the mushroom. So guys, this is the plant I was talking about. As you see, it has this kind of the leaves, it has only single leaf, and it has this shape. And as you see, it has kind of little fuzzy things on its body, and only one leaf grows on a single plant. This one is a little bit thin and a little bit old, as I see. And so let's go on, and I'm sure we'll find more which will be suitable to eat. Here is the food I was able to find: 2 mushrooms and a few plants of kechi, which should be pretty much enough for our breakfast. Now let's start the fire, and then I will show you how to prepare the mushroom. Beechwood, so that we can have a nice platform to build our fire on, and then it will give us a nice coal base. We have a few old coals left from our previous fire, and that should also help us. Now let's make a small platform to build our fire on. which I will be using these hardwoods, beech woods, to make the platform, and it will give us a nice cold bed. Just like this. Now we can start the fire. Here I have some piece of birch bark. I also have some pine pitch, and really there is no need to use so much things to start this fire, but you know, we are out here having fun, and I find it very pleasant to find different fire starting materials and practice with making fire with all of them. Now I'll put 2 sticks like this, so that I will put my tinder on top of this, so that it can have enough heat to catch the fire. There is also no need for that, but you know, let's have fun. I'll scrape some of this birch bark to strike it with my ferro rod. Whoops. That was a pretty beginner's mistake. The wind blew that out. Also, this birch bark is not that dry at all. So guys, just like that, while the fire is burning, let's clean the mushrooms. Now, you can eat these mushrooms raw, of course, and you cannot, and you can also eat it without cleaning. But I have a pretty weak stomach, and that's why I prefer to clean it from all of the dust and dirt that it has on the top of it and the bottom. As you see, it is pretty soft. And first of all, while I do anything else, I will usually cut off the thin, fragile piece of the fungus. Just like that. Now let's clean the bottom side by just scraping the knife on it, like this. Just like that. And now the bottom piece is all cleaned, as you see. Now let's clean the top piece. Just like that, and now this piece is ready to cut and to cook. So this piece is also pretty soft, and that means it is good to eat. Oh, and it has started to rain a little. But that is not a big problem. I have my tarp, and if it starts to rain hard, then I'll put off the tarp. And just like that, this is also cleared. Now I'll get rid of all of this excess, and then we can cut down the mushroom. And now we can cut the mushroom, but you need to remember to not cut it too small, because when you fry it, it gets quite smaller, it shrinks quite a lot. Now I will put some water over it and boil it. I know you can also eat it, you can also fry it directly without boiling it, but I prefer it to boil just a little bit so that the water starts to boil on it, and then we can throw away the water and then we can fry. So this way we will clean it from all of the dirt which it still has. It has started to rain, so I will put up the tarp. It rains a little, then stops, rains a little, then stops. So I decided to just put up the tarp, and if it starts to rain I will be safe, and if it doesn't, that's not a problem. So let's put up the tarp. So guys, as you see, the water is boiling, so that should be pretty enough. And there, as you see, all of the dirt and is come up in the foam, the white foam which you see. And now we just get rid of the water, and then we can fry it. So guys, just like that, I got rid of all of the water, and now I will cheat a little bit, and I will put some butter which I brought with me to use it as a fat and to cook it. You can use any kind of fat, will it be pig fat or will it be bacon grease, or it doesn't matter, any kind of fat, so that you can cook it properly without burning it. I carved the spatula and now it will come in handy. As you see, such two big funguses came out, quite small amount of actual fried mushroom, and it will get even smaller. As you guys can see, it has started to cook a little bit. So guys, while I'm waiting for the fungus, I got pretty hungry, and now I will eat this kehi plant. You can eat it raw, you can either boil it, or it is also very delicious if you fry it with eggs. But you can also eat it raw. The only thing you need to do is just to peel it, or peel the skin of it, just like this. It comes off very easy, as you see. Just like that. You can boil it with the skin. It just when you eat it raw, it has some a little bit of fuzzies, and it is not the most pleasant thing to eat when it is raw, of course. And now let's eat it. It has flavor. How to explain it? It has kind of like a flavor of a lettuce, a little bit close to a lettuce when you eat it raw. I think the mushroom should be ready now. Yeah, it is ready for sure. And as you see, from such two big pieces of fungus, this is all that came out. Now I will just spill out the fat, and we can already eat it. Max won't be eating the mushroom because he already ate at home, and I really don't want to feed him all this fat and all of that not good stuff for him. So let's try it. This is my favorite mushroom from all of the mushrooms out there, because it is very, very delicious. As I said, it is just amazing. I know that was a lot of preparation, but it was really worth it. And there is some thunder every now and then, and it's raining a little bit. And if you cook a hard fungus, even when you fry it and when you eat it, you will see that it is kind of rubbery, and if it is rubbery, just don't eat it. This mushroom is, as you see, there is thunder. I hope it doesn't rain too hard. And when you are in a survival situation, knowing this mushroom and trying to identify it is very helpful, because there is no poisonous mushroom of this. It is also called the peasant's back, so there is no poisonous pheasant back, and there are no other mushrooms which are close, kind of similar looking to it, with which you can mess it up. So it is pretty safe to eat. And when you don't have meat, it is a great alternative to eat this mushroom. Just make sure to know how to identify young and old. Now I'll finish this mushroom, and then I'll boil some water to make some bush tea. Now let's wait for the water to boil. So guys, as you see, the pine needle, the spruce needle tea has been boiling for quite a while now. I was making a live stream, so I put it a little bit further from the fire so that it stays warm, and now it is all ready to drink. Let's use the spoon we made in the previous video. If you didn't see that video, please click the card here. Now I'll take off all of these spruce needles. Man, that smell though. Man, it tastes really good. I just love spruce needle tea. You just can't buy this kind of stuff in the shops and in the markets. So if you haven't tried it, a few people asked me on my live stream now how good is the spruce tea, and I just recommend it with you both thumbs up. You just definitely need to try it if you haven't tried already, because it is just how to explain the flavor. It has the same flavor as it smells, if that makes sense, but that is the truth. It really tastes like the pine pitch and the spruce tree smells. As you guys can see, it is a thunderstorm and ice is falling from the sky. So guys, as you see, the weather is pretty insane. It's like, looks like snow everywhere, but it's just ice falling. So I didn't want it to end the video here. I wanted to do some work on the shelter, but in this weather it is impossible to work on the shelter. So I will sit here for like an hour or so and wait for it, and hope if it gets better, and if I will have still daylight left, then I will of course do some filming. But if it doesn't stop, then I will have to go back home when it gets dark, even if it won't stop raining. So thank you very much for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and all of the important links will be down in the description, and you'll help me very much by sharing this video on your social media. New videos coming as soon as I can. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.